Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Panchakoptabhishta Kripasundhadevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha. Wow, this is a good looking group. Hare Krishna to all the stalwarts. Thank you very much for joining. This is a lot of power on here. Okay, dear Srila Prabhupada, please empower us in this meeting so we can fulfill your heart's desire to cover the earth with the Srimad Bhagavatam. You came on the Jaladuta with the idea of making sure that everybody had an opportunity in every language of the world to read Srimad Bhagavatam and thus become purified and go back to Godhead. We volunteer to give every ounce of our energy to the end of our lives to make sure that that happens. Om Tat Sat. Thank you for considering our request. So today is a celebration, actually, because everyone's been working really hard. We're working as a team. This morning we met, or evening, depends where you are. We met with Oceania. Bless their hearts. I mean, it's hard to find anybody in New Zealand. What to speak of somebody will take a set of Bhagavatams, and Australia, and they're doing huge over there, increasing. And there's a good showing around the world. Now we have an opportunity to hear the recordings, heartfelt offerings from devotees from different regions. And we're going to start today with the Middle East.
Dear Srila Prabhupada and the co-GBCs of Madhya Purva Deshas, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It is with great pleasure that we are offering the results of Bhadra Purnima 2025 campaign of Team Madhya Purva Deshas. We had set a goal of 904 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam for this year's campaign. Due to restrictions in our region and not having physical sets available, we always have a challenge of trying to enthuse people to gift to their near and dear or give it as a generic dhan. Srila Prabhupada, you quoted on a lecture in New Vrindavan on the 7th of September 1972. So this Bhagavatam discourse is meant for giving enlightenment to the people of the world. It is not a sectarian religion. It is meant for all human beings. They should take advantage of the instruction of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and make their life perfect. That's our Krishna conscious movement. Considering the various tensions in different parts of the world and in our region, all the devotees work together to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam as much as possible. Various Bhakti Vriksha leaders and the members work together to reach out to the friends, colleagues, family. We collected dhan from pious people, which is used to support distribution in various parts of the world, including Africa, Bangladesh, villages in India, tribal areas, schools and jails. Many devotees ordered Srimad Bhagavatam set for themselves or gifted to their friends. We also enabled from our various ashrams, labor camps, to have an installment scheme and gifted to many needy devotees for preaching in all the villages in India. We also collected smaller amounts from all the ladies' classes during this Bhadra Dhan. By your mercy, we have achieved a very good success. While our team goal was 904 sets, we have achieved 1028 sets, 14% more than our target. I shall now read out the scores achieved by the yatras, which have been guided by the leaders of each of these yatras. The team members have diligently worked together to support the yatra leaders We are all proud of every one of you, and Srila Prabhupada and all the GBC members will be very happy with our scores, I believe. There's more to come as we've just launching the Damodar Arati campaign, and I'm sure we will achieve much more. But principally, I wanted to read out the important scores of the different yatras. Avatari Desh, headed by Bahrupa Narsingha Prabhu, 216 sets, supported by Rasraj Mukunda Das and Rasanidhi Madhav Das. Avatari Desh, headed by Swayam Shruti Krishna Prabhu and supported by Joy Keshava Das, 10 sets. Balram Desh, headed by Kirtanesha Prabhu, supported by Antaranga Prabhu, Naveen Prabhu and Bharat Prabhu, 38 sets. Damodar Desh, supported by Rupanuga Das, Vrajalila Nath, Hamsu Gokul Prabhu, as well as Naikatma and Vivek Dhir Prabhu, who have coordinated the whole for all the GCC regions, 250 sets, still falling short of our 300 goal. Gauranga Desh, 22 sets headed by Sri Ranga Prabhu, supported by Bhagwan Govinda Prabhu. Kanya Desh, headed by various devotees, including Madhusudan Das, Asimananda, Krishna Nam Das, Sajjana Murari Prabhu, 118 sets. Krishna Katadesh, 161 sets, headed by Aniruddha Gopal Prabhu and Radhapati Prabhu, Shiromani Gaura Prabhu. Mathura Desh, 50 sets, Rajapran Prabhu, Buddhi Krishna Prabhu. Krishna Katadesh had touched 161 sets. Shamadesh, 58 sets, headed by Radhabhav Gaura Prabhu, Srinivas Sudarshan Prabhu supporting. Sanatan Dham, 105 sets, headed by Krishna Vrajarandan Das Prabhu. So we thank you all, and we thank the inspiration from the central committee working on the Bhadra Purnima, and we pray at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to empower us to work together to spread the Sankirtan movement all over the world. Hare Krishna, your servant Sri Vallabh Das.
Thank you, Sri Vallabh Prabhu, and for Madhva Purva Desh's your outstanding work as usual. Amazing scores. Now we're going over to Africa. I'd like to acknowledge that His Holiness Janardhan Swami has joined the call. I offer my humble obeisances and thank you very much, Maharaj, for being here tonight, this morning, or wherever you are. Hare Krishna.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your merciful lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. On behalf of the leaders of the African Yatra, we would like to humbly offer you the results of the 2025 Bhadra campaign. The campaign ran from the day of Gaur Purnim until the day of Bhadra Purnim. Srila Prabhupada, you said that there is no literature throughout the universe like Srimad Bhagavatam. There is no comparison. There is no competition. Every word is for the good of human society. Somehow or other, if a book goes into someone's hand, he will be benefited. Therefore, we are stressing so much. Please distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. Dear Srila Prabhupada, it is our sincere desire to please you by increasing book distribution in Africa. As part of this endeavor, the African Sankirtan team set a target to distribute 229 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are very grateful to offer you the results of this year's campaign. Under the expert leadership and support of Africa's GBCs, His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami, His Holiness Kavichandra Maharaj, and His Grace Govardhan Prabhu, as well as the Minister of Book Distribution, His Grace Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, the African Sankirtan team has surpassed the goal of 229 sets by distributing a total of 302 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. O Srila Prabhupada, we humbly offer you these results and pray for the mercy and blessings of Guru and Gauranga so that our capacity to act as instruments in spreading Krishna consciousness across the world may increase. Hare Krishna, on behalf of the African Sankirtan team.
Congratulations to Africa for smashing your goal. And thank you for Chirumala Devi Dasi, who's a stalwart, always comes to the meetings and is one of the main contributors to the global marketing campaign. Now it's my great pleasure to invite India to make their presentation today. India that brings the lion's share of results for all of these campaigns. And they had a great year this year. So let's see what we have from India.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. For your transcendental pleasure, ISKCON India is pleased to report the following Bhadra Purnima Bhagavatam set distribution scores. Srila Prabhupada, India distributed 27,741 Bhagavatam sets in the year 2025, this year. And compared to last year, 2024, when we distributed 18,873 sets. That was last year. So that's a remarkable 47% increase in 1 year. Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON Mayapur was one of the shining stars, almost doubling its distribution from 5,000 sets in 2024 to 9,800 sets this year. Srila Prabhupada, we also saw a strong rise in temple participation. That was a 19% increase, with a total of 178 temples and centers across India reported the scores, and they participated in this Bhadra Purnima marathon. And Srila Prabhupada, one of the biggest success stories this year came from South India. The total number of sets distributed by temples in South India increased by an impressive 195%, reaching 5,004 sets. Temple participation also in our South Indian region grew by 234%, with a total of 87 temples in South India taking part. So this remarkable growth is thanks to our dedicated team here in South India, who reached out to all the temples and encouraged them to participate and report their scores. Srila Prabhupada, 2 weeks back, we had a get-together of all India Sankirtan leaders in Pune, a first gathering of this kind in the history here. A total of 175 Sankirtan leaders from across India gathered, and they had 2 days of interaction to create synergy, to inspire each other, to understand how to take the book distribution in India to the next level. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada, a very solid teamwork is emerging in India. Please bless us to increase the book distribution exponentially in India. India is a very fertile field with a huge potential. There was a time, Srila Prabhupada, when you were single-handedly distributing your literature in the streets of Delhi, and now so many sincere souls have dedicated their lives to assist you in your divine mission. So please bless and empower us to continue and to expand our services. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada.
Congratulations to India. special note, South India, fantastic. Thank you, Sahadev Prabhu, for your work with the ICC. We're now going to organize the 4 sections of India to exponentially grow. Hare Krishna. Good work, everybody. Great to see you here, Baladev Prabhu. Thank you very much, everyone who joined the call today. It's heartfelt to have you here. Sri Ram's here. Fantastic. We're getting the band back together. Okay, let's see. Now it's a great pleasure because we're swinging all over the world wildly because we can. We're going to Europe now with Trey Prabhu, who is working tirelessly, I must say, to mobilize the devotees all over Europe. Let's hear what Trey has to say on behalf of the Europeans.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are totally absorbed in spreading Srila Prabhupada's Sankirtan movement by distributing his transcendental books. And so this year's Bhadra campaign for continental Europe, UK is a whole other world. But the Bhadra campaign for the continental Europe went very nicely, and we had some amazing surprises, actually. Very, very amazing surprises. Especially the number one country for distributing sets of Srimad Bhagavatam in the in the continental Europe area was Benelux. Benelux is a name that over many, many years it's been used. Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. So these 3 countries, they all, it's like one yatra, they all combine together, one temple. And they distributed a total of 85 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, which is, for them, was quite amazing. And we're very, very happy about that. Very happy that they're rallying under the guidance of Jai Gopal Prabhu, who is totally absorbed in printing and publishing and distributing Srila Prabhupada's books like he was many years ago. So we're very happy about that. And then next was France. France, under the guidance of Janananda Maharaj, has also, over the last few years, has done amazing increase in book distribution with 72 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. They would, of course, we'd all like to do more, but they actually made a very enthusiastic endeavor, and devotees are very happy and enlivened under Maharaj's guidance and enthusiasm and inspiration for distributing sets of Srila Prabhupada's Srimad Bhagavatam. And Germany with 65 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, Spain with 41 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. It's another big surprise. Spain is coming up very nicely. They're enthusiastically engaging in book distribution, inspired by these campaigns and by coming Srila Prabhupada Marathon. Hungary with almost the same. Spain 41 sets, Hungary 40 sets, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Italy. We have to wake up in Italy, actually. Only 29 sets. We'll try to do much more the next campaign. But I think all the devotees are inspired by the idea that actually Srimad Bhagavatam sets could go out to anyone and everyone, anywhere. There are devotees also in Hungary that have discovered, they got an inspiration from America, and they've discovered that they actually can distribute Srimad Bhagavatam sets on the street. So this is a big breakthrough for everyone here in Europe. So we'd like to thank everyone again for engaging us all here in Europe and the Bhadra campaign. Hare Krishna.
Wow, isn't it great to see Trey Prabhu? He's such a stalwart. He was there when the first wave of book distribution started. The first traveling Sankirtan party started in San Francisco circa 1970. He joined even before that, but he's been distributing books since that time. He looks young and well preserved because he's been in the transcendental energy all these years. Thank you very much for the great news from Benelux and others. And that brings us to France. Let's hear the individual offering from the French yatra.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pastaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namani, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pacharine, Nirvasesha Sanyavari, Paschachati Chatani. Dear Srila Prabhupada, thank you so much for engaging us in this most wonderful opportunity to distribute the most wonderful Srimad Bhagavatams, the cream of all the Vedic literatures. We're meditating on how you came to the Western world and how Srimad Bhagavatam brought you to the Western world. And it's our great privilege to be an instrument for your pleasure, to try to distribute these transcendental touchstones in France. This year in the French, a little campaign in France, by the inspiration of Vaisheshika Prabhu and his team, we managed to distribute just 72 sets. Our target was 64, so somehow or another we managed to do a few more. At first it looked like we were not going to get to the target, but in the last 2 weeks, by Krishna's mercy, devotees' endeavor, we managed to at least exceed the 64. Unfortunately not as many as last year, and we hope that many other yatras all over Europe have managed to distribute many more than we have. But somehow or another we're trying a little bit. It's such a wonderful experience to see people receiving these books and changing their lives, especially for the children. We were discussing this morning, I'm in Soho Street at the moment, and we're discussing with the devotees how valuable it is to distribute these books even to the Indian families, all kinds of families, because their children are learning the local language, even if the parents don't read. So many of these books are going for the children, for their future, which is the future of the world. So I'd like to thank everybody who's taken part in this campaign for your wonderful inspiration and association. We hope we can continue for the rest of our existence to be a little part in distributing this wonderful spiritual knowledge for the sake of everyone, for the benefit of everyone, for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and the pleasure of everyone. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna, Jai, Hare Bol.
Thanks to Janananda Swami. He mentioned touchstones. He is a touchstone, but he walks around, goes all over the planet. Whatever he touches comes alive with book distribution. Everyone comes alive to distribute books by his presence. Thank you, Maharaj. And way to go, France. Now we're going to Benelux. Let's hear directly from them how they had such a great year.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prastaya Bhutale, Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami, Iti Namine, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine. We feel honored to be able to present your divine grace, which is the result of our attempts to assist you in your most exalted mission of making the Srimad Bhagavatam accessible to all, and in our case, the Benelux Yatra. The number of sets counted for the Bhadra Punim campaign has been between March and October 2025. Srila Prabhupada has said, if these books are read, there is no doubt that many sincere souls shall be attracted and will join us in our work for Krishna. So please try to sell these books. It shall be considered the greatest service. Our goal was to please Srila Prabhupada and take part in his glorious mission to the best of our abilities. The uplifting fact is the realization that we are not the doers, but rather the desire of Guru and Gauranga and the blessings of Radha Gopinath have enabled us to accomplish something we did not believe we could achieve. Highlight of this marathon: one day at our book table, a very nice lady came along for association. We presented the set and she wanted to have it but could not afford. She was a healer. Another lady who was around offered to pay for her set in exchange for some treatment. This was our first surprise for Bhadra Punim. On the way to get the set, we met another person who approached us requesting 10 full sets of Srimad Bhagavatam to distribute for libraries in the Flemish part of Belgium. Another day we requested one devotee who is known for loving Srila Prabhupada books to distribute 20 sets of the Bhagavatam. He was skeptical about it, but tried, and a few days later wrote back that indeed, to his great surprise, it happened. 20 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam got distributed in one weekend. We could clearly see Krishna's hand at work. As we make this offering, we are pleased to report that the overall result has exceeded our expectations. With respect to the campaign, 3 countries took part: Belgium, Holland, and Luxembourg, and about 10 devotees were involved. We are happy to announce that a total of 82 sets have been distributed in English, Dutch, German, and French languages. We would like to express our gratitude to all the devotees who participated in this endeavor. Our special thanks to His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu, who is the inspiration behind this campaign. May Shri Shri Radha Gopinath, Jagannath Baladev, and Subhadra Devi, Shri Shri Gonitai, and our beloved Srila Prabhupada bless us all in our attempts to serve them. Hare Krishna.
Wow, the stories. It's magic. If you go out and courageously just try to present, then Krishna sends the sincere people. Nicely done, Jadharani. Thank you very much, and way to go, Benelux. And now we're coming to the mighty UK, London, Soho. Boy, they've shot up like a rocket recently, one with staying power. So let's hear from UK, London, Soho.
Go.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are just in front of Giri Govardhan in Govardhan Dham. And I'm very glad and very excited to share our results for Bhadra campaign 2025 for ISKCON London. So this campaign was very inspiring, and we had so many devotees going out on streets and distributing Srimad Bhagavatam sets on the street. We pledged to distribute 300 Bhagavatam sets, but for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, Sri Sri Radha Landaneshwara, and Giri Govardhan, we distributed 362 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Haribo!
And this was all possible because of the inspirational devotees, our Brahmachari Ashram, our East London congregation, and our temple congregation, who've been going out every day on the streets to yoga festivals, to different organization and events to distribute these big boxes of mercy. And we are very thankful to His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu for inspiring the whole world and to reviving the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam sets. And we pray to Srila Prabhupada so he can keep on inspiring us, so we can always distribute Srila Prabhupada books. And for upcoming campaign Live to Give 2025, ISKCON London, we are aiming to distribute 28,000 Bhagavad Gitas, which has never been done before in ISKCON London. And we really pray to Srila Prabhupada's mercy, to their lordships. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Filmed recently. Congratulations. Thank you, Bhakta Ansh. That was a command performance. What to speak of what you're all doing there in downtown London. It's the excitement is palpable, well organized, well motivated, and well done, all of you. Thank you very much. You see big things emanating from London Soho. Fantastic. Just a note that the inimitable Bhima Prabhu joined the call a while ago. I just wanted to offer obeisances. Thank you very much for being here. It makes all the difference when you're present. Or even when you're not, just you walking the earth makes a difference. When you show up, then we expand exponentially. Thank you. Next, we're going to swing over not too far from London, Soho, over to the UK, BV, the Bhaktivedanta Manor, and they're two separate Sankirtan parties. So let's hear from the Manor.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. It gives us great pleasure to offer to you the results of our 2025 Bhadra Purnima campaign for Bhaktivedanta Manor Temple, United Kingdom. As always, this campaign has been a transcendental experience filled with many wonderful opportunities to convey the message of the Bhagavatam to the local population. There were many highlights of the campaign. Devotees were enthusiastically distributing Bhagavatam sets door to door, on the street, at festivals, at events, at our temple, and so many novel ways. In particular, our festival, Janmashtami festival this year, we themed our tent Mission Impossible, which Srila Prabhupada was all about your mission to take Krishna consciousness to the West, and in particular, Srimad Bhagavatam. We have over 50,000 people visiting the temple during this festival, and many of the guests were introduced to the Bhagavatam, and we distributed over 100 sets. Also, which was something which was unique to our campaign this year, Bhadra Purnima fell on a Sunday. I think it was the first time this ever happened, and we held a big festival at the temple, invited our guests, had a yagya, kirtan, talks, and so many Bhagavatam sets went out. Our target for this year was 500 sets, which was a 20% increase on the previous years. I'm happy to announce to you, Srila Prabhupada, that this year we smashed our goal and we distributed a total of 546 sets. Srimad Bhagavatam distribution ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhaktivedanta Manor Sankirtan devotees ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for that great news from Damachandra Prabhu, for the amazing work that you're all doing, Bhaktivedanta Manor. Every year you have such innovative campaigns, and it's amazing how you're working together with all the different groups to get everyone involved. Thank you very much. Well done. Well, that brings us from the London area. We're going to go to Crawley. We're still in the UK. Let's hear from the Crawley devotees.
Dearest Srila Prabhupada, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschachale Satarine. Please accept our humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glory to your divine grace. I'm excited today to announce the results of ISKCON Crawley's Bhadra campaign for 2025. You famously remarked how the Srimad Bhagavatam is going to America, and you're simply just accompanying the Srimad Bhagavatam, which just goes to show how much you love the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada, I would like to offer our score of 3 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, consisting of 2 English sets and 1 Hindi set. This is a small score as it's our first time participating in the Bhadra campaign. However, we want to increase this number exponentially over the years to come. I would like to thank all of the devotees of ISKCON Crawley who have supported us in the Bhadra campaign and that have contributed to this score. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Dear Srila Prabhupada, if you so desire, please let us increase the amount of devotees engaged in Bhagavatam distribution and book distribution generally in our congregation. Please, 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 please bless me and all the Sankirtan devotees and beyond. Please give us the necessary skills and qualities to distribute your books, such as unwavering faith, purity, enthusiasm, and absorption in our sadhana, as well as a deep desire to help people and to please you. If you so desire, please, please, please let us go from strength to strength, taking book distribution to new heights, profusely distributing your books, for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Bhadra Campaign 2025 ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Is UK Crawley Key Jai. Now, Bhakta Ronit knows the art. Just like Advaitacharya, he cried for Lord Chaitanya to appear. And that's how you do it. I guarantee you, making this guarantee right now that Crawley's going to do huge, because that's the main technique is you got to pray, you got to want it. If you have that greed, then Lord Chaitanya will send everything. May they be all successful. Way to go, Crawley. And now one of our greatest pleasures is swinging over to Russia. And let's hear how Russia did this year.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, Sri Panchatattva, we came together to celebrate the Live to Give campaign of Russia. More than 25 temples has reported about participation in this campaign. We put the goal to distribute 400 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. We know that Srila Prabhupada is very happy when some devotees or some people, they are receiving Srimad Bhagavatam sets. That's why so many devotees, they put effort. And finally, we achieved this goal and we distributed 401 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Some devotees, they were distributing Srimad Bhagavatam sets on Sunday feast programs. Some devotees were going to the festivals like Rath Yatra. Some devotees, they tried to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam sets on the street. And one devotee, he was promoting this campaign all throughout Russia. He was calling all the temples, informing them, sending them posters. We are praying for the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Sri Panchatattva, to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam sets more and more again. Hare Krishna.
Wow, that was huge. Congratulations to Russia and all the devotees. I noted how there are multiple streams, devotees engaged in various ways. And Ambarishi Maharaj is one of the great advocates for book distribution, stalwart leader over the many years. That's really what it takes, is great leadership. Thank you so much, Ambarishi Maharaj and all the devotees in Russia. And now we're going to go to South America.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Well, as you know, in this moment, every time actually, the world is needing peace. Right now there are many troubles, wars, different problems. So we may think that it's very important to get this peace, and that's true. But most important of obtaining or getting peace is getting bhakti, because with bhakti comes also peace. And as you know, one of the pillars, the main pillars of bhakti is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam distribution all around the world in this basis of thousands, many thousands, is creating a different atmosphere, an atmosphere of devotional service. And many consciousness will pop up, will be wake up at time. And when this consciousness will be wake upping, we will get this peace in the age of Kali, as the Naimisharanya sages desire. So we are very happy and very grateful with all you, many devotees from many latitudes, many countries that are also working in this sacred mission to share this revelated knowledge that we got by mercy of the Lord and Srila Prabhupada. And we're very grateful to be in this mission with all of you, being together in this unprecedented historically event that is distributing many thousands of Bhagavatams. Is very important for us. So that gives all of us strength to continue pushing forward the Sankirtan movement in our own regions. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna again. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Just so everybody knows, that was Nrsinga Kripa Prabhu from South America. He didn't mention any scores, but I'll mention them now. They had 180%, 86% increase over last year. Last year, their score was 99 sets. This year, it was 284. So South America has a history of doing really, really big. So we're trying to restore all the continents back where they were, where everyone was doing huge. So we're gradually getting back. Fantastic. Way to go, South America. Well, that brings us, we just have to go a little further north for the next one. And we come to the USA. Let's hear what we've got.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. We have gathered here together to offer the results of Bhadra campaign. We started our Gaur Purnima 13th of March and concluded on Bhadra Purnima September 7th. Srila Prabhupada, you desired that every household have a full set of Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita in his home. With that motivation and meditating on your vision to cover the earth, we endeavor to rally troops for this year's Bhadra Purnima campaign. With respect to books, Team USA collectively pledged to distribute at least 6,823 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. For your pleasure, here are some of the highlights of various teams who worked together towards the goal. Ever-glorious Team ISV smashed their goal of 3,800 Srimad Bhagavatam sets by distributing 3,899 sets. Team ISV continues to lead the way with groundbreaking innovations, which they generously share with centers around the world, like Corporate Sankirtan, Kirtan Outreach, Kid Sankirtan going to national parks, universities, festivals, systematic Srimad Bhagavatam training classes for all ages and more, Kirtan Outreach too. They are living your instructions that books are basis and purity is the force. The next star performers were Team Los Angeles, led by Swavas Prabhu, and Team Naperville, both crossing 500 sets. Baltimore, New Goloka, and ISKCON DC followed the streak with 280, 232, and 215 sets respectively. Atlanta Krishna Life reported phenomenal scores across the world, including 180 sets in the USA, closely followed by Seattle, Dallas, and Houston, Texas temples. This year's awesome highlight is E-sets. Thanks to the hard-working team of BBT Media and Bal Mukunda Prabhu. The digital sets are now being distributed profusely. Our WhatsApp group was buzzing with inquiries and sincere questions, brainstorming ideas on how to join the digital revolution. Srila Prabhupada, with your blessings, 2 new centers have opened up in remote corners of the world. One in sunny Florida and one in icy cold Minnesota. Fort Myers and New Mahavan, Corcoran, respectively. Established centers rejuvenated their book distribution act. Rupanuga Vedic College in Kansas City tripled their scores, and Team Miami doubled their scores under new leadership. Special mention to Team Charlotte 65 for increasing their scores despite many obstacles, and Team Alachua for phenomenal book distribution at Garba dance events. In all, 57 plus centers distributed 7,282 sets. We are pleased to report that all of Team USA's goal have been met, surpassed, and smashed. We thank all the devotees who participated in this marathon, making it a grand success. Our sincerest gratitude to His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu for providing his guiding vision. We offer Dandavats at yours and Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet, and we pray that you continue to bless our global Sankirtan team. May every book distributor feel empowered and cared for. May we always work together in a spirit of selfless service and cooperation. May the Lord give us intelligence and incrementally increase our capacity to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam all over the world in ever-increasing numbers. Thank you very much.
Way to go, Team USA, and thank you, Nandini Kishori, hardest working devotee in North America. Hare Krishna. Fantastic. Great report too. I like how you included so many centers. And now if we creep a little further up north, we're going to come to our friends in the North, Canada. And always a pleasure to hear from Canada, especially our Anutama Prabhu, the Minister for Book Distribution in Canada, works tirelessly. He actually goes to every center every year to make sure that everyone has what they need and that they're on track with their scores. He and his wife are a phenomenal team. Let's hear from Canada.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances unto the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. On behalf of devotees from Canada, I would like to offer you our results for the 2025 Bhadra campaign. This year, we had a record 21 of our centers participate in this Bhadra campaign from coast to coast. And I was able to visit many of them personally, including Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is on the very east coast, to get them started on the Bhadra campaign. I had mentioned to them and to many others who are participating for the first time to distribute more than 0 but not less than 1. And this made it very accessible for these small centers to participate. At ISKCON Toronto, the regional book distribution conference for the very first time was hosted, and we had many centers from the Canadian province of Ontario, as well as our friends from the US, from the states of California, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, to come and participate and learn more about the sacred art of book distribution, including a presentation on Srimad Bhagavatam sets from Her Grace Malini Devi Dasi from ISV. This helped propel us in the right direction and give everyone the proper training they need to succeed in their endeavors for book distribution. We had places as north as Grand Prairie, Alberta, which is the northernmost center in North America, where it gets very cold and they have really long days during the summer months, participate in the Bhadra campaign. There were distribution of physical sets with great endeavors to go deliver them, perform Srimad Bhagavatam installation ceremonies, as well as for those who have them to participate in the Gram Vidyadan campaign, distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam sets in Indian villages, as well as for the first time the introduction of e-books, so that those who prefer to read the Srimad Bhagavatam in a more electronic version can be able to do so. So dear Srila Prabhupada, the Bhadra campaign in Canada, for the past 5 years, in 2021 we distributed 422 sets. In 2022 we distributed 485 sets. In 2023 we distributed 561 sets. In 2024, due to the GKG 5000, we distributed 1,116 sets, and our score for 2025 is 701 sets. I am overall very proud of the Canadian team. Even though we fell short of our goal of 731 sets, the fact that we came together in such a grand endeavor to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam, despite the socio-economic climate that's going on in Canada, I think is a wonderful endeavor. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please empower us so that we can distribute more and more in the future and many years to come. Hare Krishna.
Nicely done, Anutama Prabhu, and really our hair's standing on end to hear the increases and the stories about little centers up in Nova Scotia and the top of the world where it's freezing cold and the devotees are trying their best to get out there. Is just heartening. Thank you very much for all you're doing up there and to all the Canadians. It was really a uplifting Sangha that the devotees in Toronto hosted when you get together with all your groups in one place and have a couple of days, 3 days of training and going out together. It can really boost things. Canada Nutama, we highly recommend that, to have regional training sessions.
Yes, Maharaj.
Fantastic. Okay, now, oh yes, and I want to mention that because you're hearing about electronic sets going out, there were 350 that went out in North America. That's North America, only 6 centers on the report as far as the electronic Bhagavatam sets go, but that's how many went out this time. So it's a growing trend, and we can say more about that at another time. Right now, I'm going to show a slide deck and give us a little vision of where we're going. So the Bhadra campaign is now a household word. It's integrated into our DNA in ISKCON, and it's definitely a thing. It's going to go forever. It's from the Bhagavatam, so this is it, and it's really good timing because, as everyone's mentioning, we need it. So our Bhadra campaign is working to fulfill Prabhupada's desire. He recommended that we fully concentrate on distributing books. So that helps. Prabhupada said it, so we can just do it. That'll be a good idea. Kriyasu. This is one of the famous verses. Throughout his purports, he mentions that this is a high kind of sadhana, Kriyasu yat shachvaranana vindayo. He mentions in his purport in our Krishna conscious movement, all our activities are concentrated upon distributing Krishna literature. So if you needed an excuse to get into book distribution and really focus on it, there you go. Get a tattoo of that on your arm and you'll always remember it. Okay, this is what we're going for. Please stare at this, have it burned into your retina. 108,000. That's where we want to go by 2026. So we have a lot of time to prepare. All we have to do is remember how we got from 7,000 to 24,000 between 2019 and 2020, because we were stuck at a plateau, 7,000, 7,000, and that wasn't very fun. And then we decided to go for 10,000 and the pandemic hit. That seemed impossible, but it absolutely was not impossible. We just depended on Lord Chaitanya. So we have to do it again. We want to get a baseline going of 108,000. We'll be dancing in the streets, no doubt about it, but we're going to do this by Lord Chaitanya's arrangement. And if everyone could just take this in and make a decision right now that this is what we're going to go for, then all we have to do is make the necessary adjustments. Here's a look at some of the maps. We have Oceania. You can just peek at these as we go by. We have Far East. We have Europe. We have Africa. Go India, four regions. South America, Canada, USA, we did 40,381 sets of Bhagavatams worldwide. And just meditate on those. They're all over the planet right now in different languages. Congratulations to everybody. Well done. Hare Krishna. That's what it looks like. We covered pretty much every continent. And here's where we're going. This is what it looks like. This has been our ride. We're coming back up again, but we want to go to the 108,000 sets. So let's keep this in front of us. A few fun facts. Go ahead and tell us what we've won here, Ranshore.
Hare Krishna. So we just did a comparison of different organizations. Costco, the wholesale company, operates in 14 countries. Aramco, the oil and gas company, operates in 19 countries. Reliance, the telecom company, operates in 23 countries. And the One World Team's Bhadra Purnima campaign operated in 41 countries this year.
Hare Hare. Go ahead.
And we did a quick calculation. If we took all the volumes of the Srimad Bhagavatams that were distributed and stacked them on top of each other, one by one, the stack would be 436 times taller than the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world.
Haribol. So now we're going into Live to Give campaign. For those of you who are moping around, feeling sad, what happened to Bhadra? It's over already so fast. What am I going to do now with my life? We got Bhagavad Gita's, and now it seems easy, doesn't it? Go, oh, no problem. So what we're going for is a baseline of 5 million. A few years ago, when we talked about going for 1 million, everyone said, how would that be possible? Now we're just creeping up to the 5 million point. Let's take a look at a few slides. This is how it looks. It's not as choppy as the Bhadra graph that we have. We're making a steady climb. And so, yeah, Bhagavad Gita is easy. We can make great strides. 2025, we want to be poised for 2026 to hit the 5 million or pass it, smash it. So our goal for this year worldwide is 4.6 million Bhagavad Gitas. So let's keep that in mind. You can advertise it to all your local people. Everybody's invited. Everybody on the planet can distribute multiple cases of Bhagavad Gita. And people are welcome to give millions of dollars to help this happen. The Christians do it. They do way more in Bibles. So let's get going. We don't have much time for this planet. We have to get into this very enthusiastically. Prabhupada he said, I blindly follow my Guru Maharaj. I do not know his results. So I'm stressing on this point of book distribution. He told me this personally. It's a very personal thing. Prabhupada took it so personally, what his Guru told him. And we could take it personally also, that Prabhupada told all of us to do it. It's a personal service to his lotus feet. So let's take it. Dear devotees, I'm so grateful that you all came tonight. Thank you very much. We have a video of a few scenes of book distribution we're going to show at the end here. You ready to roll that? Looks like yes. It will just be 1 second.
Can't you hear the calling of that oceanic force? The battle cries abounding, the golden lions roar. 'Cause I can't deny it anymore. It's bursting through my core, I wanna knock on every door. Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur. I can't be satisfied, I feel it deep inside. The lion-hearted battle cry. Just touch the pavement, the people
Thank you, everybody. I thank all the leaders who helped put this on. A lot of work, video editing behind the scenes. I won't mention all the names because I'll miss somebody. I'm deeply grateful to everybody for all the hard work getting this together. Thanks for all the leaders who jumped on the call tonight. Makes a big difference. Just seeing your faces here, it just gives us such encouragement. And we're all together in this. It's one global team, and we really can cover the earth. We're just getting started. We have to get to our baseline of 108,000 sets of Bhagavatams. That's absolutely doable. It's just a mindset is all it is. And if we make it indelible in our minds, we'll get there by 2026. That's next year. So just get ready. And Bhagavad Gita Marathon is on now. It's Live to Give. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Gauritai, dear Shri Panchatattva, and all the great acharyas in the sampradaya of knowledge and the book. If you so desire, please empower our global team to develop capacity to distribute at least 108,000 sets of Bhagavatams in 1 year by 2026. Please empower us to expand Bhagavad Gita distribution to a baseline of at least 5 million steady every year and increasing from there. Please help us expand the Be a Gardener campaign. We're distributing Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And please empower all of us to remember your lotus feet, that we're doing service for service to help the conditioned souls in the mood of Jive Doi Krishna Sarvadharma Sar. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer in whole or in part. Please unmute and say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna. Jai. Vaishnavibhyo Namo
Premanande Haribol. Do hear.
Haribol.
Hare
Haribol.
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu.
108,000. Hare Krishna
And to
Maharaj.
everyone, thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Jai Janardana
Thank you,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for being
Maharaj, for
here.
joining.
Haribol
Hare
Sriram. Hare Krishna.
Philippines
Hare
did
Krishna Baladev.
started.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. This is Nartaka Gopal Mataji from Miami. Hare Krishna.
Panchakapa.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.